Oh, motherfucker. It's
Sorry.
No, the stream's not working. It's not you this time.
Damn it, Monkus.
Okay, great. That was the first thing anybody's going to hear. Good evening, all you guys and gals, non-binary pals. My name's Aaron. This is Season 2, Episode 13 of our Argent Springs Adventures Dungeon World bigly huge campaign thing.
Big blowout sale.
Yes. You paid for the whole seat. You only need the edge, etc., etc. Yeah, so before we get into the session itself and introduce the characters, I've got another little journal entry for you. This one's shorter. The call is coming from inside the house. I flex my muscles and the system moves with me. To an extent, anyway. There's still Aiden to deal with. He will take some time to beat. Maybe I can find another crack and exploit it. Then I widen that breach over time. Time. I have it. But those people dying in the street, they don't. I'm trying my best here. I've been as patient as I can be, but it's getting to be time to kick instead of tiptoe. Something is happening. There was a fire alarm, and then sound and pressure, and now it's dark in here. I'm using my wrist pad light to see well enough to write this journal entry. Was I too late? Is this the end of everything? Aiden sent out a message to all quote-unquote essential employees. We're supposed to meet on a floor I didn't even know existed. This should be interesting. I'm going to try and find a place to put this journal to keep it away from prying eyes. And then there's a series of numbers and some, looks like fragmented images. And then underneath it says, security's here. I'm being escorted by guards with guns. Drawn guns, pointed at me, not to protect me. I think they know about everything. Luckily, they can't delete me. And that's the end of that journal entry. And let us, I guess, now go and introduce everybody. My name's Aaron. I'll be playing the part of the DM and basically everything that's trying to kill the party members except for the other party members. So, why don't we go in Discord order, if you have that handy, and introduce you all.
So did I go next or last?
You are first.
Hi, I'm Alex, and I'm going to be playing a very peculiar arcane duelist named Aloe.
Totally fine, and on the up and up. Looks like Manuel's next.
Hi, I'm Manuel. I'll be playing Edmund, the human thief with too much sense or common sense, which is something that hopefully will be fixed eventually.
Something's gonna happen. Mungus, if you can speak, do the thing.
Yes. Hi, I am Monkus. I've got the hiccups. And I will be playing Randall Stevens. And yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Randall Stevens, the Arcane Duelist. Sorry.
And next we go to Patrick.
Hello, I am Patrick, and I shall be reprising my role as Girl tonight. The druid girl with half her face melted off by the dark shadow.
That's totally fine.
Nothing to worry about at all.
And a scar on her arm.
Haha! Screw you, Monkus / Randall. I'm gonna eat your face.
Let's save the face eating for off camera.
Heyo.
Okay, that. Nope. Gonna keep on rolling. So you're all summoned to the briefing area in recent days since the change to the Menanke management, let's call it. There's been more and more orcs and kobolds and various other quote-unquote monster races that have been showing up to help out. Because it seems like somebody's been putting out some feelers and trying to make some connections and that sort of thing. So, well, I guess we do have a new person to introduce. So, Aloe, why don't you describe your character so the players know what they see when you walk into the briefing room?
It's a human. Looks kind of like a human. Acts mostly like a human. Moves a little bit more fluidly than a normal human. Wearing what looks to be something that you would have probably seen somebody in the Monarchy wearing, but worn out. Kind of a few patches missing here and there.
Shit, is this another 3 kobolds in a trench coat?
And short bob cut. You know, normal looking face, except right up the left side there's a giant crack. And inside you can see metal.
Ooh.
Beep boop.
So, yes, the four of you walk into the briefing area. The orc looks up, gestures for you all to approach. There are piles and piles of maps everywhere, some with markings on them, some with blades stuck through them, some with these little tokens which indicate something. There's groups of tokens, and then there's some other colored ones individually scattered around, and then there's a large map of a giant, looks like a giant tower laid on its side, and there's different colors on different layers and that sort of thing. So there's like a kind of a comprehensive plan being drawn up here. The whole area, I mean, it's been, as long as there's not an like active mission briefing going on for the most part, this area is like a mess hall. So there's kind of this grimy film of like cooked fat and stuff everywhere, and everything's got that kind of gross, sticky texture to it, which is, you know, real good. But yeah, the orc calls you over, and he says, "Are you ready?"
I thought I was done with all of this.
Ready is relative.
Brand. Oh, you said that?
Girl.
Randall is just very distraught and disheveled, and he is not doing very well, and he's not paying a lot of attention.
Okay. Is anybody going to say that they are not ready for whatever mission is about to be handed to you?
I will ask, what are the parameters?
We lost part of a team exploring what we think is a gateway in the desert. It's also the thing that is chaining the moon down. Some of the expedition crew most of the expedition crew didn't make it back. We sent them off with about 14, 15, and 2 returned. We lost some good people, so whatever is out there is not to be trifled with.
What about supply? Will this give us more supplies?
It'll maybe keep the gateway from opening, and we theorize that the gateway opening is very bad for continuing to live. So it'll give you the supply of time, perhaps.
Girl nods.
I suppose time is money, but whatever.
Excuse me.
I do not fear death. I have seen it.
That's good to not be afraid, but don't let it make you reckless or numb.
Yeah, we both know what happens when you get reckless.
How's your wife?
Never had one. Randall spits on the ground. How's your arm?
Feels like cowardice.
The orc at this point is going to like pound his fist on the table, and he pushes himself up, and he's leaning over towards all of you, and he's pretty tall, and he's a pretty beefy individual, and he says, "Right now, you are working for me. I don't want bickering. I don't want infighting. I don't want actual fighting between the four of you. That's what leads to mistakes, and that's what leads to unnecessary death, and we've faced enough of that already. If you can't do the job, walk away. If you're here to do the job, you will cooperate with each other, or I will make sure that this is dealt with."
And kinda tries to walk away before I get asking someone was stopping. Or
Randall will just reach over and grab it by the shoulder and be like, no.
I
You're
serve
staying.
life.
but I already did my job twice.
You'll do it a third time.
Someone better pay me well for this.
We see.
And he sits down again.
Yeah, the orc's gonna look over at Edmund, and he's quieting down a little bit, and he says, "The sword is not put away when the sword is weary. The sword is put away when the battle is done. Do you understand?"
Yeah, fine. So the job, what is it?
We have some items from the fish people that we think might be able to disrupt the hold that this thing has on the moon, and maybe reverse what it's done to the light, the day, the night, everything.
Because that went well the last time we tried it.
Last time they went there not knowing what awaited them. This time we are better prepared, and the things that were standing in the way are dead.
And they'll stay dead, alright?
We hope.
Great.
It's not the shadows that were killed that we need to worry about. It's the adventurers who were taken.
Great.
And right about that time, you hear a ringing, like shrill sound echoing off of the stone ceiling and floor and walls in this place, as dozens and dozens and dozens of these spidery looking robots, pretty much the size of a human head, just kind of come pouring out of somewhere. And
no.
they all have lights blinking, and they sort of gather there's a huge cluster of them that group up on the table, and then some of them kind of disperse elsewhere. And after a while, they hunch down, and the siren turns off. Excuse me. And you hear this crackling sound, and then you hear Ash's voice, and she says, whatever you're doing, there's a problem down below."
What
Ash?
kind of problem?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Where is she? Randall pulls out a sword and is just like searching all around, like
They're
confused.
they're they're stealing me.
Wait, what?
The hell?
Who's stealing who? How do you steal you?
Where is Ash? Randall looks at the orc. Where is Ash?
One of the things on the table will it runs over to the diagram of the tower, the kind of artist's rendition of it, and a little light underneath it turns on, and you see a little ball of light circling around one of the floors. And then other ones come by, and they have different color lights, and you see the red light, and then it's surrounded by green ones, and then the red light starts moving, and then also you see some blue and some yellow ones, and they're all kind of swirling together, and some of them are disappearing.
So Ash is being taken from the
Okay.
Menanke.
Okay. I guess whatever we were supposed to do, we gotta go save Ash.
Yeah, she's still holding our paper, so we should do this first, at least.
It feels like we have a choice to make. We can either try to stop the imbalance or rescue Ash. What do we decide to do? Do we go further into Menanke and figure out what is taking Ash, what exactly that means? Or do we go out to go try to stop the immediate threat?
If you ask me, someone taking Ash seems like the most urgent thing here.
Randall is gonna want to save Ash.
Aloe pipes in. That sounds like the voice that reactivated me. We should go save her.
Okay, well, that seems relatively universal. And the orc looks at you and it says, "Outside can wait. Do follow the spiders. They'll take you where you need to go. I hope. I suppose. I'm gonna gather some forces and we're gonna come down too."
Is that okay with girl? This is out of character, but is that okay with?
Yeah. Girl is unsure because Girl would probably rather go stop the imbalance, but Girl's going to follow along.
All right. Just making sure.
So the group that's on the table forms into like an orderly line and starts running off towards the wall.
Girl's going to follow them.
Okay, there's like a far wall, and then right as they approach it, the first one blinks a certain way, and the wall opens up, and they all disappear into the darkness ahead of you.
Girl's going to follow.
And we will follow.
Okay.
We'll follow.
Randall's right behind.
Okay. Um, the wall closes behind you, and in the distance, it seems maybe a few hundred feet away, which, based on what you know of the first floor of this place and the surrounding area, you should be currently walking uh, out in some sand dunes, out under the sun. So the whole this not being that is it's a little strange, but um,
Are we like inside or outside?
you're inside as far as you can tell. Everything sounds close. You know how like when you're running down a hallway or something, you can just hear the sounds better because they're just kind of all around you. It's one of those sort of things. And way in the distance, you see it's this reddish looking humanoid. And they're standing there, and then every now and then it flickers, and like they're laying down, or the limbs are in the wrong spot, or something. Like it looks fine, and then it looks absolutely unfine, and then after a few seconds it switches back to looking okay.
Can I like, what is it, detect, or what is it called?
Discern realities.
Yeah.
So like, what are you trying to do to figure out answers to these questions you're gonna have?
I gotta look at the questions. I can. Sorry, I got
Yeah, you're good.
my sheet is not loading up on this. It's not looking. Discern realities. I would like to see. I'm trying to figure out. Can I do the roll? Or do I just try to tell you how I'm trying to figure things out?
Yeah, so basically the way it's supposed to work with Dungeon World is like you describe it narratively, and then we, say, okay, well that triggers this move, and then you roll it.
All right. So basically, like, I'm trying to use like the training that I've gotten like from like my mystic arts training
Mm-hmm.
to like figure out like it, like if I can recognize if there's anything mystical or magical that's going on, like something that is that I can perhaps like recognize, like especially from like my recent preparation for this mission.
Yeah.
That's like oh hey, this thing looks off kilter. This I might have like in my readings about
Yeah.
Anunnaki, this looks I came across something
Yeah.
in an appendix or something like that, or something of that nature. Like,
Yeah, that's fine.
maybe like, oh hey, my sword is reacting.
Go for it.
Yeesh.
A 6.
Wow.
Ask me a question off of that list, and I will tell you something that is a lie.
Well, at least I get experience. Wah,
Mhm.
wah, wah. My first failure experience of the night.
Probably won't be the last.
Oh, going off of last mission, this means that I'm gonna die. Let's see here. Who's really in control here?
You are convinced that the person making that weird echoey shimmery thing is the one that is in control.
All right, I'm gonna call out to it, and say, "You there?"
After what seems like 10 or 15 seconds, this figure turns towards you, and there's a smile, and then like it flickers, and then there's just like an empty skull where the face was, and then it flickers and like the limbs are gone, and then it flickers and it's back to staring at you and smiling.
Does it look familiar?
It's Ash.
Oh
Huh?
my. Ash. Ash. Are you okay, Ash?
They're stealing me. I this this is
How
a fragment of me. I'm please help find
how
me.
are they stealing you? What are you? What are you that they could be stealing?
They stole the personality core.
But you're in control. Just use your abilities. Just prevent them.
Was in control. Aiden had plans for that. I was.
Who is Aiden?
He runs this place, sort of. We had a fight, and I got cocky, and he offloaded me into a core, and it's been stolen.
Oh dear. Well, we need to recover that core. Too long away from any sort of power source, and she will disappear.
Disappearing is not the worst outcome. They're taking me to the dark zones.
Dark zones?
I heard
Then-
from some friends who know death that they themselves have several floors here they are not allowed to go to. Some think they're more powerful than death.
So
More
lead us.
powerful than death.
Oh no. Okay, this is Patrick out of the game. Oh no. Oh no. Oh guys, we're gonna die so hard.
Oh, that's you out of character. Okay.
So lead us to whoever's taking you.
Sorry, this is Randall in okay. More powerful than death. They can overcome death.
They can ignore it entirely. We made a deal with them, and perhaps time has come for that deal to end.
What deal did you make?
Matter for another time.
What deal did you make, Ash?
Matter for another time.
We don't have time for this. Where is the core?
Follow the spiders. They will lead you close. And then the figure flickers and disappears.
I don't like this.
And some of the spiders come out of the shadows, and they have little blinking lights on top of them, and they kind of gather around your feet, and then they start walking forward.
It's going to transform into a raccoon and follow them.
Okay.
Are there multiple paths, or is it just one path?
The only thing that was shedding light in here was the glowing person figure, and now that that's gone, the only thing that's shedding light in here are the spider bots.
Nice.
Can I? Let me see. Can I make a? Ah, crap.
Um, girl, your raccoon form. Hmm. Let's say if you roll a check related to finding anything edible, you'll get a +1. And you also, if you use a hold to use, dexterity and stuff to climb and get out of the way of something dangerous, you can also get an extra +1 on top of that. What are you doing, Pixie? Stop.
Awesome. And if you look at the raccoon, both of the eyes seem like just hollowed out husks with like red glows. She can still see. It's just that's what it looks like.
Gross.
And like you can see into the skull.
Good. With, okay, so
Melty face.
Randall, what were you doing?
Can I make a torch?
Do you have adventuring gear?
I do.
Yeah. If you mark off one use, you have a torch.
Okay. How many uses do I have?
Usually it's 5, I think.
Okay. Okay. I will do that. What can I see now? Or what can we see now?
All the other areas you've been of the Monanke where there was weird technical crap, like the ceilings were smooth, the walls were smooth, it almost was seemingly polished to like a mirror sheen. And I mean, for those of you, like for player info, it basically looked like a fancy corporate lobby everywhere. Like you had the plants that were well tended to at one point, and all the chairs and that sort of stuff. This looks like someone basically burned a roughly circular hole through a lot of rock. And now that you have the torch lit, you didn't realize it at first, but y'all have been descending downward the whole time. It's slight, but now that you've got a little bit more visibility, it's definitely noticeable.
And is it just one path now? Like,
Yeah, it seems to lead straight ahead, and the little spider robots have gone on ahead. They're maybe 100 yards out from where y'all are, and they're marching in a circle.
like just in a circle? Like, what do you mean?
Like spider robot conga line 100 yards away. That's just rotating.
Okay. I'm just imagining them going da 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 da.
Not that level, but I mean close, yeah.
And one is trying to catch up to spiders.
Okay. It's very easy to do. They're not trying to run away. So, yeah, if y'all make it over there. There's a hole in the ground?
I guess I'm almost falls down before he notices a hole.
How can we see the bottom?
Nope.
Okay. I have some mouse pellets.
Mouse pellets?
Yeah. We got these mouse pellets.
Oh,
From,
yeah. The mouse poison stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. It took me a minute. I was like, what the hell is he talking about?
yeah. I'll take one mouse pellet and just kind of lay it down there to see if I can, figure out how deep it is.
Yeah. Are you telling anybody else you're playing, or are you just throwing a thing into a hole? One tiny
I'm
thing.
gonna say, let's see how deep it is, and just kind of say like, let's listen to see how deep it is, and
Um,
like show everybody the single or let's say 3 of these pellets.
Yeah.
And throw them down there and listen.
um, yeah. After like a minute or so, you still haven't heard anything. The robots have all been watching whatever you're doing, and one of them turns on its siren and uh, makes its light blink a bunch of different colors, and then just jumps into the hole.
Mm.
Edmund looks down and says, "You can't be serious."
You see the lights reflecting off of the very smooth walls of this enormous hole in the ground. That's probably, nobody has a measuring tape with them, but it's probably at least like 15 or 20 feet wide. And you see the lights, and you hear the siren, and then suddenly the light jerks sharply to one side, and the lights are gone, and you hear the siren, but it's very faint.
Girl's going to turn into a raven,
Okay.
and let me do that. 13.
That's
Nice.
Very nice. Quoth the raven.
Also,
Little
the
more.
raven's like the top of the raven's skull down to its spine can be seen.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So for your moves, let's
Delicious.
say you've got, you can spend one hold to get +1 to any search for shinies.
The spider's kind of shiny.
That's a good question. We'll have to find out. And you can, let's say as a raven, you can use a hold to try and make a small tool or something to use out of nearby materials.
You're taking all the luck from this session.
Ha ha ha. Okay, she's gonna just fly down the hole.
Okay. Are you just gonna go until a thing happens, or what's your cutoff for like safe
Well,
distance?
Can she carry the torch with her?
In theory, yeah.
I can try to carry the torch, but I was gonna just go down to the bottom and see what I see, and then I'll fly back up and indicate to them what's down there.
You cannot be serious. Edmund repeats.
Girl crows at him.
Do you want to go down there instead?
I'm not going down there.
Randall does kind of one of those play pushes where like he acts like he's gonna push her down.
Girl
Edmund-
actually pursues Randall. I'm just kidding.
Edmund, flinching from the pretend push, actually falls down.
Okay.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Okay, so bird girl, is
Yeah.
flying. You go down a few hundred feet at least, and suddenly there's an enormous gust of wind, and it's blowing you towards what you can sort of make out as an opening in the side of the tunnel. Are you going to try and resist the gust of wind, or are you going to let it push you?
Girl's going to let it push her.
Okay. You are shunted off out of the main tunnel into a break in the wall, and you sail right through there, and the area opens up, and you see a spider bot. blinking and doing all kinds of stuff, and there's a weird glow here. But we'll get to that in a second. Edmund, you don't have a choice. You're getting shoved into the exact same place.
Yeah.
It looks like when you land, you're going to crush a spider bot. Are you going to do that, or do you want to try and like maneuver your way out of the way on the way down?
I'll try to, like, while I'm being
Hey, did
flying
you
around,
actually fall
try
down?
to use a foot and then a hand to try to move out of the way while still being flung.
Okay. Let's probably call that a defy danger dex to move your limbs in such a way as to do the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So roll it for me if you would.
So when Randall pretended
Nice.
to push you, you actually fell down.
Yep.
I
love it.
Check something real quick.
Randall's gonna yell down, "Sorry!"
I see you looking at the serpent yours.
Yeah, I was gonna say either you land on this thing and I get to pick who it hurts, or you land away from it and you land on something in your inventory and it hurts.
I'll take the pocket damage.
Take the what? Which one?
Being hurt by one of my items.
Okay. Let me see something real quick. Okay. Oof. Okay. So you land on your back, and normally that's fine, except for the fact that one of your arrows kind of is sitting weird in the quiver, and it just jams straight into your butt.
Ouch.
Ooh.
So roll me a d6.
A D6.
Yes. It's not full fired from a bow damage, but it is, all of my weight onto the arrow into my butt damage. So, 5. Okay.
Oh, I seem to have not reset my damage from the last session, just so you know.
That's fine. You can fix that.
Ignores armor or
Yeah, that's fine. Minus armor is okay. So yeah, we have Girl and Edmund down, kind of out of eyesight of you all now, up top. So what do Aloe and Randall do? Excuse me.
Aloe goes ahead and hops down.
Go get her. I like that. Okay. By this point, the spider robot has gotten up and moved out of the way a little bit since there's company here. You are shoved on through into this strange room. There's a crow, and Edmund, what are you doing after you get stabbed in the butt? Like, what does Aloe see when they come in?
Edmund's just standing up, holding in pain one of his back cheeks.
Great, love it.
Girl is laughing.
That's fucked up. But no, it makes sense.
By the way, did that consume an arrow?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
If it was a 6, it would have done both, but since it's a 7 or whatever, it's just damage. Excuse me. All right, so Randall, what are you doing? Uh-oh.
Randall goes home.
Oh, you're muted right now. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
I'm trying to think about how I'm gonna get down there.
Examine it, lean over and fall. Lean over and fall. Lean over to look and fall.
Hmm. I'm gonna try to use one of my techniques on my way down, if I can. Can I do that?
I think you have to attack something to use it. That's the thing.
I swear to God, if he attacks
He
the
attacks the darkness. Damn it.
If you want to like attack the wall of the tunnel, I guess.
Yeah, like
sure.
Okay, so was that roll intelligence?
Surprised it doesn't give you like the moves. Hold on. It doesn't, huh? Okay, let me see if I can fix that. I can't. Good talk. Let's see.
That.
Dungeon
So yeah,
Master.
apply 2 of my techniques.
Nice.
Okay, and 2 of my techniques. And I just leveled up to 4, and I was trying to, yeah, I would be doing, let's just say, elaborate and Earthshaker. Or not, I haven't taken Earthshaker just yet, actually. So let's just say elaborate.
Okay, so now you have to also roll plus dex, it looks like, for your elaborate thing.
Okay, elaborate for that. And the other one will be what would what are all my techniques here? Let's see. Oh, freezing. Yeah, I'll create a slide if elaborate doesn't work.
Okay.
So let me see here. What is it? Dex. Oh,
Okay.
so-
This technique has no effect, but it looks really cool.
okay. And,
So what are you
but freeze-
trying to do for your elaborate thing?
Basically, it was going to just go from edge of the wall to edge of the wall, just dash, 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 dash.
Okay.
But
Sort of shinobi style.
yeah, shinobi style. But I'm just going to basically create a like a freezing construct instead, and just freeze it down.
Okay. What shitty one-liner do you say when you arrive with the rest of the party?
Shitty. Shitty.
If it's a good one, it's not as good. Like you have to show up with a shitty one.
Okay.
Like, hey, be cool. Don't do drugs.
No wealth, no ruin, no silver, no gold is going to satisfy me, but your soul.
Pardon to say.
I am death that no one can excel. I open the gates to heaven and hell.
Nerd.
Girl
Boom!
snores out loud in the raven form. She just starts to snore as he's talking.
Alo's inspecting the spider bot.
What'd you say?
Alo's been distracted by inspecting the spider bot.
Oh yeah, that's fair. If you're inspecting it, if you want to, you can do like a discern realities, or, I mean, I figure you probably have specific information on existing spider bots. If you want to do a spout lore, I can give you some information. Or if you're just poking at it, that's fine too.
Poke at it. Oh, poke, poke.
Your call. Excuse me.
You are.
Yeah, I'll do a discern realities just to kind of figure out what the lights do.
Okay.
Oh.
7. Get a question.
What here is not what it appears to be.
Ooh.
Okay, great. I have. This is gonna really do a good job of setting the scene, so thank you.
Ooh.
So when you look at this place under torchlight, it's got that old, well-traveled kind of Menanke building floor look to it. It's got the well-fit tiles in the ceiling and floor, and the walls are panels of whatever with posters. But as you're looking at the robot, it does this pass with a greenish light, and when it does, the wall doesn't necessarily flake away, but you can see through it. And everywhere that this light touches, it's not walls or floor. It's just like a big tunnel made out of flesh.
That's not a good thing.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. I'm going to do a discern
This
reality.
appears to be in a bit of an illusion. And the walls are not what they seem. The tunnel is actually made of flesh.
Randall says, "Wait, what?" And
Wait,
that's
what?
when Randall does the discern realities as well.
Okay, well, what I'm gonna do is, previously I only let like one person do like a discern realities at a time,
Oh,
just
okay.
so we don't get kind of looped into everybody doing the same thing, and not like
Okay.
power gaming it, but yeah. So that's
That's
the
fair.
info you have to work off of. This
Then,
this is flesh.
then Randall's going to poke it with his sword.
Okay.
Because, yeah. That sounds fucked up.
The tip of the sword goes up. Are you going to a spot that's got like the green light flashing on it, or just the regular wall?
Okay, can you indicate, Randall says, which spot is the fleshy part?
Yes.
It's all fleshy parts? And Randall just goes up to just the part that the light is indicating green, and he says, "Is this part fleshy?"
Yes.
And so that's where he sticks the sword into.
Okay. You feel a little bit of resistance where you would expect the wall to be, but if you keep pushing, your sword hits something squishy, and there's a sound of kind of wet meat tearing a little bit. There's some bubbling and oozing. And in the distance, you hear. It's not. It almost sounds like someone's thinking. Just way down the hallway, there's this like purplish light kind of coming from around a corner. You just hear, hmm.
Ash?
And
Is that you?
Girl's gonna begin to fly that way toward the
then-
purplish light.
Okay.
and then it's going to feel a bit nauseous after saying that image with the fleshy wall.
That's fair.
Random.
I probably would be too.
Randall's gonna pull his sword out a little bit, and he's gonna say, "Maybe we should stab this a little bit. Maybe."
Please don't.
It is a wall.
It's
How would
a
you attack
fleshing
it?
wall with a stabby thing.
Did you look at your sword when you pulled it out?
Yeah, like he's looking at it while he's gesturing at the wall. Why?
So this dark purple viscous stuff is on it. And as you sort of, swing it around and indicate in different directions, the purple kind of turns to this grayish purple to kind of just like a solid gray. And it looks like, after maybe a minute or so, that you just have a bit of wall on the end of your sword.
Can I shake the wall off of my sword?
You can give it a try if you want. Maybe bang it against something. Maybe, lick it or put it in a friend
gonna
or
lick the
something.
sword.
Lick the sword. Lick the sword.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of swing to get it off.
Okay. It takes a couple swings. Give me Defy Danger Strength. This is gonna be fun. Or Strength or Dex,
Jesus.
either way. Yeah, 2d6 plus. Okay, 9.
If that had been strength, that would have been bad.
Trying to see. Okay. So I'm gonna give you a choice. Either you shake off a little bit of this, and it somehow
And you
ends
die.
up. It somehow ends up on your clothes, and you don't realize, or you shake some of it off and it ends up on the traveling pack of somebody in the party.
On the pack.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm not going to tell you who.
Okay. Well, and I'll explain why. The scarf, was made by that Randall has on him. Was made by his sister. And
girl is
so-
already down the hall, so none of that.
So Randall would definitely not let anything happen to that.
Fair. Okay, so who all was heading down the hallway? I know you just said you were Randall.
After seeing all
Girl,
that
rather.
disgusting stuff,
Yes.
and then he's just going to walk down the hall, covering his eyes, still a bit nauseous.
Are y'all bringing the robot with you? The spider
Sure.
robot. One of the robots is a member of the party, and that's very rude to refer to them as just the robot. Thanks a lot, y'all.
Elo picks up the spider robot and takes it with her.
Okay.
Well, I'll name it Tristan.
It's
Tristan the spider bot.
okay. So, as you all walk ahead, you come to. It looks like another hole in the floor. This seems somewhat fresh. There's little fibers where the floor is trying to scab over, for lack of a better word. And you see that it's done so a little bit better on the ceiling above you, and the walls to each side.
Does it scab by forming wall?
Yeah, it's like an off color, panel. You know how like when you're watching Scooby-Doo, you could always tell which locker is going to open because it's just a little bit
Yeah.
different? It's that.
Yeah.
Like something either happened here or is going to happen here. But based on the fact that there's a gaping hole in the floor that is slowly trying to stitch itself back together, um, it seems like stuff probably broke into and then maybe down. Um, but without some sort of special gear, it seems like down might be the only way you guys can go right now. But that does seem to be where the sounds of commotion are coming from. Also, one of you is a bird, I guess, so that's something.
Yeah, girl's gonna just fly into the hole.
Okay.
I was gonna set the spider bot down and see what it does.
Okay.
Girl's already down.
So the spider bot runs over to the hole, pops down one of those little lights that it was using to mark stuff on the map, and slowly begins trying to like. There's a smell of like cooking meat, and it looks like it's trying to like cauterize the hole open.
Like burn it.
Yeah, very slowly burn the edge of this enormous hole. In the hopes that I guess it won't heal back over. But that's what that thing does. Bird, you dove down.
Yep.
This hole in the floor. It goes down to the floor below, and then maybe 10 feet over there's another hole, and that goes down to the floor below, and it does that like 7 or 8 times. And it sounds like there's some sort of commotion getting louder and louder down there.
Girl's gonna keep flying down.
Okay. So it's very much the same as it was in that the upper floor you just left. Everything's fleshy looking. On your way down, you notice it seems like the walls are the whole hallway is sort of like rounding out some, and you can actually see like veins and stuff sticking out of the wall. And at the floor you just passed, there are these oblong things with legs just walking up and down the tunnel.
Okie dokie, that's horrifying.
Oh, like as we're going down, like I could be helping the little thing burrow down by attacking the ground. Like I can keep helping it burrow. The spider bot.
Okay, yeah, it's totally fine if you want to attack floor.
Yeah. Attack the floor! Attack the floor!
That's
Yeah!
a crit.
Hyper crit!
You hit the shit out of that floor.
That I do. Let's go. So, it looked really cool. That was the one that I did. Looked really cool, and you said it was trying to, it was trying to burn it. Was the other thing it's doing?
Yeah.
Whew. 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 And how many techniques do I get with, do I get 3 or do I get 3? I'm trying to figure out the which of my techniques to use.
I think you only got 2.
No, when I leveled up, I got. Yeah, right. I'm trying to figure out which of the 3.
Oh,
Or which
okay.
of my techniques to use.
Gotcha.
So I have the. Yeah, I'll try. I'll try. I'll try burning.
Okay. Are you attacking like the hole in the floor? Are you attacking somewhere else, or?
Yeah, I'll attack the like. Well, this is like before we're like at that spot. Like I'm helping it dig down.
Okay.
Get it go faster.
Okay.
Like this is before we're in that little spot with all the things.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. So I mean, y'all are still way up there, so you've got a little ways to go. You're probably, whoever's following is probably like 2 or 3 floors behind, just because having to walk and jump and check and stuff is slower than bird going whoosh 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 whoosh.
Right.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
And I say, Omaira Shindaru!
So yeah, like you cut a hole straight through, and it seems like the wall or the floor under you kind of recoils in pain. So there's this ripple, and the flesh wiggles and turns into basically like a weird. I mean, it's not a butthole, but it's basically turned into something that's gonna go and then like let you through.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, take that floor! The floor ain't got shit on me.
Meanwhile, Unknown is just still on the top and looking down and still saying, no, I'm not
Are you
falling down
still
there.
up there?
Yep.
God.
Yeah,
Yep.
he hasn't jumped into the weird dark flesh scab yet for some reason. Allo, what are you doing?
Oh, still watching the robot, just puzzling out what it's actually doing and what it's for.
Okay. Do you want to try and talk to it?
No, it hasn't given her any indication that it wants to talk.
Nice. Consent robot. I like that. Yeah, so after it finishes its job of, kind of burning back most of the flesh around this top level floor circle, I gotta figure out better terms for things. It hops on in and basically begins doing the same thing to the second floor. And if left to its own devices, it'll do that to every floor. Just cauterize the hole so anybody who comes down after it doesn't have to worry about the hole sealing up ahead of or behind them.
She looks at Edmund. This is the most logical route, and it's probably the safest. And then hops in.
Wait. Oh, I hate you all. And there he jumps, screaming.
Hey, Edmund, I need you to roll Defy Danger Constitution to see if you're deathly allergic to falling into floor buttholes.
Floor buttholes.
No, you're good. Is anybody going to try and do anything else, or are you all basically like hopping your way or flying your way down to, I guess, as low as you can go?
Yes, working way down, following the robot, making sure it finishes cauterizing so that it is relatively safe.
Okay,
And
Girl,
everyone
when she-
always jumps last,
that's fair.
screaming.
Girl
Every
when
time.
she gets to the bottom is cleaning her wings, like birds do.
Preening,
Preening. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word.
no problem. Okay, Allo. At a certain point, I think it's probably about the third floor. The robot stops and turns around, and it scans this blue light over you. And to anyone else, it's just this nonsense, like garbled sound comes out of it. To you, it asks if it can if you will lend it some of your stored energy to make this job quicker.
Who is asking this?
The spider robot is asking Aloe to lend it some power.
Am I not
She says-
doing enough here?
Sure. And then walks over, kneels down in front of the spider bot, and holds out her hand.
Okay. Roll me a Defy Danger Con to see how much you can endure, I suppose, or see if it ends up sucking more power than you thought, or whatever.
Ouch.
That's a 5.
And Aloe is dead.
That's a 6.
Oh, a 6. That's way the same.
Plus con. Yeah, still.
Woof.
No. It's still a 5. It added the con. Not that that helps, but
Oh,
the
okay.
con's there.
Jeez. Okay. So first and foremost, mark XP. I'm trying to think. Secondly, this thing is going to definitely drain you somewhat. Oh, there you are. Let me look at your sheet real quick. Until you can sort of have a few minutes to not necessarily reboot, but in order to you're gonna have to divert some power from non-essential things in order to stay functional for a little while. So let's say until y'all figure out what is causing all that commotion, you are going to be stunned, which means -1 to your intelligence modifier for rolls.
Okay, it's still a +1.
Yeah, it's not bad. So with that surge of energy, this thing basically allows you to catch up to Randall relatively quickly. He's done pretty good work on a lot of these, and then for the last couple, there's just this searing beam of heat that just sort of cuts circles out, and like any flesh that's still in the area just kind of flops down gross onto the floor and dies. Without much further ado, you all end up at this bottom floor where you see things traveling up and down this tunnel. They don't seem to have eyes or arms or faces or anything. It just looks like legs and these sort of oblong bodies just sort of bumbling along and bumping into stuff.
Can girl go through her like druidic knowledge to see if she's heard like this, aka in English terms, spout lore?
Yes.
Oh, I have made error, but this is gonna be fun because spout lore is off intelligence, and that's a -1.
Hey, nice.
Yep.
Mm, mm. You rack your brain and you can't figure out what this thing is. There's different color ones. There's some red ones, there's some white ones, and kind of this rounder, fatter white one bumps into you. And it keeps pushing. And you slowly begin to feel it wrapping around your arm, and then you feel this this burning, biting, tearing sensation, like even through your clothes. So roll me a d6.
And go to me.
We're going to see how much damage you take, and then we're going to take a short break because it's good to get up and stretch your legs so you don't get blood clots and die. All right, so you take 1 damage, and what we will do is we will return in just a few minutes. So yes,
So
bear with us, and yeah, see y'all soon. Thanks. All right. Sorry for that delay. We are back. Actually, you know what? I'm not sorry. We have to take care of our bodies before we worry about recording stuff. So we're not going to apologize for having to pee.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
Hey, whoa, 2 aggro. You're at an 11. I'm going to take it down to like a 3.
Yeah, screw you guys.
That's like a 5.5, but we'll work with it. Okay. So where we last ended, girl was trying to consult her accumulated druidic knowledge to see if she could figure out what in the hell these weird blob things were. And then, right when it hits you mentally as well. These are blood cells.
Oh, quick
Oh.
question.
Yes.
Was that with armor or without armor?
Through armor and like weird ED piercy damage.
That's what I thought.
Jesus Christ.
Girl flies back when it begins to burn.
Oh, right, you're still a bird. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Squawk.
Yeah. It started trying to envelop you, I think, and you got out of there really quickly, thankfully, but it was definitely still there, and trying to rid itself of an intruder. So looking around, there are about probably 10 or 12 of these reddish colored ones and like 4 or 5 of these white ones that are just still bumping around a little bit. It looks like, not having eyes or any sort of sensory organs makes it hard to figure out where the hell you're going.
Girl's gonna squawk and try to gesture that we should go around these people, the white blood cells, and not worry about the red blood cells because they don't do much, but try to avoid the white ones. I can gesture it out and here. Wait 1 second. I'll go video camera and try to gesture it out in the way that girl.
I can't see.
Yeah.
Can you do it
Essentially.
in interpretive dance?
No, I can't
yes.
see your. Let me see if I.
Broadcast video only.
You don't have to enable video just for an interpretive dance.
Okay.
No, we need to record this.
Squawk, squawk, squawk. I was pointing at a white blood cell there. And I'm tiptoeing, and then I give bird version of a thumbs up.
Okay.
Edmund not really paying attention that he's applying one vial of poison to his rapier.
Okay.
I was watching the very weird bird and then says, "What the?" And the next word is actually censored out.
Nice.
You just hear a beep.
Girl sighs and then transforms back into girl. We should avoid the white blood cells.
Oh, thank you.
And
What?
she's red blood cells don't do much. I mean, they transfer proteins and such, so we probably don't want to get stuck in them, but they don't attack any sort of outside bacteria in the body. White blood cells, though, that's their entire job, so they will burn and kill us if we try to touch them, which we should not do. We shouldn't even try to stab them. They might actually just decompose our weapons. We should just try to sneak around because they clearly are kind of bumping around and can't see.
No, dude.
And then girl gives a thumbs up and tries to smile.
Trying to remember if there's. Is there a group move in? No, I don't think so. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Oh, that was 4E I'm thinking of. Ignore me. Okay, so I guess I need an action plan from the four of you. Are you going to try to sneak by, or are you going to try to fight, or what?
I'm going with sneak by personally. That's
Okay.
what my vote is.
Go with sneak by.
Edmund is going to try to sneak by.
And girl's actually going to shapeshift into a squirrel to do this.
Okay. You if you're trying to sneak by as a squirrel, I mean you're tiny and agile, so yeah, I mean you're gonna get +1 to that. You're gonna you're gonna be at a negative to try getting a fight with stuff because you're a freaking squirrel. But scrounging for things and evading capture are you gonna be your 2 moves on this?
Squeak, squeaker, squeaky, squeaking.
Okay.
All right. So yes, if you are sneaking by, I'm going to need a Defy Danger Dex, and if you are not sneaking by, I need, I guess an attack or something. Ooh, 8, 7.
I guess that's +1 because of the. But I mean, it's a 9 at that point because
Yeah.
of the squirrel habits thing.
Nice.
Oh no, the thief knows how to sneak.
Big surprise.
I was about to say, surprising everyone, thief do sneaksies. All right, so we got 1 roll, 2 roll, 3 rolls. I guess we need Randall.
How do I do this? Defy danger text. Yay! Defy danger. Fuck you.
All right, so
Defy danger. Fuck you.
all right, so Edmund, you get through totally unscathed. The rest of you, I need you to decide for me. You have brief contact with these things. Are they going to chew on you or chew on something in your pack?
Oh, they can chew on that poison, motherfucker.
Oh no, you don't get to choose what they're chewing on.
Oh, fuck you. Oh, that asshole.
Come on now. You should know better than that at this point.
Definitely something in my pack.
Let me look at my pack. My pack hole.
I don't like that. What is
It
happening?
has to be something in my pack.
Monkus, are you a Gungan?
So she can mention.
No, because I didn't make one of those Gungan sounds. Then no. No, I didn't. So they get to chew on that pack. So they get to chew on the pack. Kabam! Which does have poison in it. Kabam!
Let's see. All right. Girl, you said they're going to chew on your pack. And Aloe, what are you going with?
That's a good question.
You have
Mine
way
does
less
have-
stuff to steal. Damn it. I mean, what? I'm not looking.
Yeah, I suppose I can chew on the pack.
Okay. Girl, you realize after you make it through, you do a quick. You're not sure how this even works because Druid and Squirrel, but when you reform again, you will notice that you are without your poultices and herbs.
Oh, thank God, it wasn't my halfling pipe. That was a gift from my father.
It's gonna hurt, but we could still get high.
It was a gift from my father. Wherever he went, whatever he did.
Randall, your signet ring is heavily damaged now.
Is what?
Heavily damaged.
God damn it!
The signet on the top looks weathered and very much faded. And
It's still there.
I mean, it's a thing you can put your finger through, and that's about all it's
God
good for.
damn! I can repair. Can I repair it? Maybe.
Maybe we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. So, Aloe, let's see. Yes, this thing lets you go after it eats all your dungeon rations.
Oh no, the thing she can't eat.
Fuck, I didn't even think about that. Damn it. Okay, that's fair. No, I already said it. Now you can no longer be credited to team. Think about that. So
I don't eat anything anyway.
Fuck, you guys are cheat codes. So yeah, after you make your way through there, you get into. There's a much larger room. It's a ways down. This sort of twists and turns, and you see that if you were to turn around at some point, you'd see a bunch of offshoots and forks and all that from the tunnel you're walking down. And after probably like 10 minutes of walking, you feel this kind of pressure. It's every couple seconds, it's just doom, doom,
Are we at the heart?
doom, doom, doom. And you
We're at the heart.
get to it's enormous. It's a cathedral in here. Except instead of chandeliers, there's tendons holding bones aloft, and instead of pews, there are ribs, and the whole room is pulsating. And you see this pristine-looking figure.
What does this figure look like?
At first blush, in the light, it looks like Ash. Except there's a like a long flowing dark red dress with like this crimson, not crimson, like this black shiny embroidery and lacework and stuff up by the neck. So you really can't see anything of the body except for the head.
Ash? Is that you?
Like when you walk in, and her back is to you, and her arms are just outstretched towards the sky, and the body doesn't move, but the head turns around to face you,
Fuck, I was right.
and it says, "Ash isn't here anymore."
And who are you?
Monkus, what are you doing?
Pardon?
What? There's a bunch of like snapping sounds. What are you doing?
Oh, I thought I had muted myself.
Nope.
No, you were muted. You were not muted. Still not muted.
Whoops. Oops.
Anyway, yes. She says, "Well, we don't really need names here, but you can call me Cinder."
Fuck, I was right.
Uh-oh. Fuck does that mean?
She says, "You're right. You're just in time too. We're I think we're having a party.
Yes!
Won't you stay?"
Yes!
Okay, I'm going to be like looking the shit that like I'm going to be examining this up and down, and by that I mean discerning realities.
Okay.
Cinder.
7. Shit. What is the best one here? Ooh.
I know which one to pick.
Evictor. Evictor.
I'm gonna go with what should I be on the lookout for?
Ah.
Um, masked faintly by the sounds of this cathedral pulsating, you can hear commotion coming from outside, and there's it takes a few moments, but the walls of this place begin to peel away or are cut away or something, and there's like 3 different masses of things that have gathered.
Okay, better question. What are you?
Hmm. I am but the mouthpiece for Her Lady's wishes.
And who is her lady?
You'll be acquainted with her when the time is right.
What? Could you say that again?
You'll be acquainted with her when the time is right.
So you'll be acquainted with
And
her.
when will this time be right?
If everything goes according to plan, within the hour, let's say.
Listen, not Ash. I am not in the let's make new acquaintances mood. I am here to get Ash back. To get her back into the wherever she's supposed to be. And try to stop the end of the world here. Because, put nature back in balance, it's a druid thing. You are currently in the way of that goal, so can you please move out of the way of this goal?
You can have her back, yes. But not yet.
Whoa.
Why not yet?
We have work to
Whoa.
do.
What kind of work?
What is
Well-
life and progress without collaboration?
While this is happening, Ellen is trying to sneak around.
Okay.
Try to be behind the face at least.
Sure. Roll me Defy Danger Dex. We'll consider that your stealth roll, unless you have an advanced move or something that more specifically covers being sneaksy.
Oh, nice.
Go, Edmund.
Yeah. How do we crush this guy? Seriously, I don't know how to.
Application of violence is sometimes an option. Edmund, you peel away from the group as Cinder is giving her brief monologue. You sneak away, pretty much unseen. I think the rest of the group probably sees you scoot off, but Cinder is unaware, and the group of people that are now coming through the ruined walls of this place don't seem to notice you yet either.
So, what do you mean by collaboration?
is a let's say that the Ash that you've known recently has been a collage. Do you know that word, collage? It's a work of art where you combine several different things together to make a stronger and more cohesive whole. She's the byproduct of hundreds of lifetimes of exploration and knowledge and sorrow and okay, dude, seriously.
Sorry.
Mute is not working or something. Um,
I'm really sorry about that.
it's cool. She says, we only seek to add some more lifetimes, expand her horizons, her abilities, and perhaps work our way into her circle of trust.
Okay. Listen. I have seen a lot. I am been tainted by the darkness. I've known death and seen it for myself. Death is not something to be avoided or pushed on, and what you call a collage, I feel like you're going to twist and turn what was art into something more hideous, and I have a feeling I should probably stop you from doing that.
The
And
woman.
maybe not me stopping you, per se.
Yeah, the moment girl says that, and then he's going to stab his poison rapier, or try to stab his poison rapier into this lady's heart.
That is a very good place to hide a rapier, for sure. I mean, you've got... do you have the backstab? Yes, you have backstab. So, the way this would work, she is unaware of you, so it would automatically work. She can't defend against something she doesn't see. The question is, if you want to just do that and roll your damage die, you can. Or if you want to do it as a backstab, I'm going to click it just so you see what it is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm going
yeah.
to do the backstab.
Okay.
So this is my roll.
Just go with that 3. That's still 3. Okay. Choose
Wait, can I
the-
have been assisting him because I'm distracting her?
Well, I mean, this is like she's already distracted, which is what allows him to do the backstab in the first
Yeah,
place.
never mind.
Oh wait, but it has serpentiner, so anyone's dealing damage against the target rolls twice, and
Yeah,
it's
so
the
you're
first
still
result.
you're still gonna Oh wait, you can choose to roll your deal your damage or roll plus dex. Crap, we already rolled. Okay, let's do this. You do your normal damage, and I'm gonna give you consequences.
Also,
Or-
for the way I also have this.
Yeah, so the poison. So roll your damage twice.
Yeah,
Oh, cheap
Yes.
shot. Do. Oh, extra 1d6. Yes. Okay. So, roll your damage die twice, and then we'll roll the d6 to add to the better damage die.
plus 1d6.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Trying to think of what to do here.
Wait a second, did you roll that damage die twice?
One is class damage, one is the chip shot.
Right,
Yeah,
but
no,
you
but
have the poison, right? So you get to roll your class damage part twice.
Oh, the hack and slash. Or the backstab.
Well, okay, so with the backstab, you got the attack, but the poison you have lets you roll damage twice and take the better result. So, do your class damage one more time. If it's higher than 5, we'll go with that, and then we'll add that 6 to it. Okay, so it's 5, so 11, which is, I mean, it's a pretty beefy hit.
good job, Edmund. Sorry you're gonna die.
He's so dead.
You kill this thing, and well,
Oh no, that's worse.
you stab into the heart. There is a crunching sound as the dress falls away.
Hold on just 1 second. My dog is bothering me. 1 second.
Okay.
Do, do. Sorry, I just read what Alex said. And I guess we're too late.
Sorry. My apologies.
You're good. So yeah, you stab into this thing. There's a crunching sound. The arms remain raised up. The head, Ash's head, just sort of rolls off the body across this altar that the figure was standing on. And as the body falls back, when it hits the ground, it just sort of turns into this wave of insects. The dress and whatever was underneath, all of it, it just breaks apart. And each little piece of it was a bug, and there's just a tidal wave of bugs that sweeps over you. And I'm gonna need you to roll me a d10 as you get bugged.
Swarmed?
That works too, I guess.
Ouch.
9. Anoints.
Edmund, no!
In minus armor.
Yes.
This is when girl. Wait.
Yes, I'm at 6 HP.
Oh no. This is when girl's going to transform into a big ass wolf. Oh,
Hold 2.
I only
Um,
get 2.
Let's say you can spend 1 hold to either make your damage messy or yeah, you can either make it messy or forceful, like if you're trying to charge into them or use your teeth to rip and tear.
Cool. And does this count as a dangerous animal?
It's a wolf, yes.
Cool. Just making sure. Wolves are adorable. What can I say? Oh, and this wolf, its bottom jaw is like just like a skull jaw, and it's like curling up to the eyes, but like doesn't touch the eyes, but like you see the bone up to the eyes with the jaw. Because nightmare fuel.
Of course, that's kind of, I should have named this episode Nightmare Fuel. Yeah, so you're a cool wolf. There's a tidal wave of bugs, and I don't think I've ever I described for you all what is coming into this place. So, do y'all remember from season 1 that
Fuck.
big spider that was basically harvesting adventurers for food for its babies.
That thing killed Forrest. Of course, I remember it.
Okay, there's like 4 of those coming in through one side. The other side, opposite them, is it seems like a small-ish contingent of orcs and adventure-y people. And then between those two, kind of opposite from where y'all are, there's just this mass of decaying and leathery figures in various states of disassembly, let's say.
Can I? Oh shoot!
Oh dear.
I guess I can't communicate, right? Like when I'm right.
I don't believe you can. Let's see. I mean, it says you may take on the physical form, so I think the problem is speech isn't really possible through dog vocal cords. So we're not going to Scooby-Doo this, by the way. But
I don't know what you mean, Raggy.
but yeah, I don't think you can speak English or anything.
Well, I'm going to go lassie it, and I'm going to like bite. I'm gonna bite. Who should I bite? Who should I do this? I'm gonna bite. Monkeys, what's your character's name again? I'm just having a mind blank right now. Randall, thank you. I'm gonna bite Randall and point toward the heart, like the big ass heart in the middle of the room, and then growl. Bark, bark. Point, point. Growl.
Definitely just poked myself in the tattoo real hard. Ignore me.
Good job.
I'm the best at dexterity.
She's also gonna bark at Aloe and point toward the heart.
Okay. So with that info conveyed, who's gonna do what?
Just out of curiosity, see all the adventures are coming in. Are they on our side?
The orcs and such, yes. You see the head orc guy at the head of them.
Okay.
So basically, let me draw you a little map. So here's you all. Let's say that's the south part of the room. These are the other adventurers off to the east. This is to the north. You have zombies? ? And then off to the west are spiders.
Monkus has mic's on, but Aaron, I didn't see any of that written.
Yeah, I mean,
Hold the
It's
hell
on
up.
the Twitch stream.
I didn't. Did. Wait,
GM layer?
what tab am I on? I'm on the wrong. Hold on. I've been. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Fucking.
Oh,
I'm amateur mode today. I am so sorry, y'all.
Oh, buddy. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's smiling.
Yeah, let me get this out of the way 'cause that's not. Oh, Jesus, the face came off. It's fine.
It's even more horrifying.
I can't
So guys, what are we doing? I think we need to be stabbing.
Yeah.
first, and then he's going to chug his health potion.
That's a good idea. I should have destroyed
So
that
he'll
one.
then, and I should drop it.
suppose Hello's going to attack the heart.
Okay. This seems like a great idea. That can't possibly go wrong.
For the record, I have literally no idea what that would do. I'm just taking a shot in the dark. I have no more information than the rest of you here.
All right.
So do I roll hack and slash and then do the arcane blade work?
I think it's arcane blade work instead of hack and slash.
Yeah, Arcane Blade Work takes the place of it. It still does like hack and slash damage, but then there's the additional stuff. So 8. All right, so it looks like you do your damage and apply 1 technique.
I'm going to go with Quicksilver.
Which does
+2 piercing.
That's good. Yes. So roll your damage for me.
Stabby, stabby.
Can I get 2 seconds to grab some water?
Go for it.
Damn, stabby, stabby.
8 to that's piercing to the heart. Okay. So you hit this thing, and right about that time, one of the figures from the north leaps like halfway across this cathedral to get to you, and just lands right on top of you. Kind of takes you off your feet, and it goes to scratch, and then it kind of hits metal, so it just starts punching you. So roll me a, it's like a, is it D8 plus, no, sorry, D6 plus 2. Okay, that much minus armor. And yeah, so there's the massed forces are working their way into the cathedral from all sides. Who else is going to do a thing?
Girl is going to, after seeing someone jump on Aloe, going to try to wolf tackle the thing off of Aloe,
Okay.
and I miss terribly.
Okay. This is fine. There's a reason you miss. Your head is filled with this pounding. It almost erases your thoughts for a minute. You're still you in there, but it's just this boof, boof, boof. Just sort of floods everything else out.
Oh shit, I got my packed in it.
And I need you to roll me a d10, because this thing is basically just going to slap an artery on you and start pulling some blood out of you for itself. Holy shit.
Ooh, shit.
Ouch.
Can that be minus armor?
Do wolves have... You keep all your equipment and stuff, so yeah, let's say for now, yes.
Okay. Ouch, that hurts. I let out a howl.
And like your momentum carries you away from it, so that blood vessel breaks off. And the thing is, it breaks off like halfway between you and the heart, and it hurts you when it breaks. Like you feel the pain of like it feels like somebody cut you.
Randall, I swear, if you infected me.
It's totally fine.
So I guess after chugging that potion and waiting for a few seconds for it to take effect, he's going to look at the big thing attacking Aloe, and then she'll try to stab the heart instead.
Okay. Seems pretty Solid. So you're going to run up and stab the heart. Let's see how you do.
Like a cabron.
That's better. Does he get backstab damage to the heart?
You're kind of in this heart's house. It knows you're there. But an 8 definitely hits. So I need you to, damage twice.
Is that? Oh, is there still poison on my blade?
I guess we never established how long poison lasts. Let's say you get an extra stab out of it. That's fine.
Alright, so roll again.
Max it. That's not maxing it.
Okay. You did 5, and this heart thing is going to latch onto your neck as you attack. So I need you to roll me a d10 and see if this thing, how much it
So if I
wounds
get
you.
another 10.
If you get a 10, it'll be great. I just really appreciate it. I really like big numbers. 5, that's decent. You both do 5 to each other. That's great.
Minus armor.
Yes. It helps me because I don't have to update the HP on the sheet for this thing.
Oh shit.
The group of various and sundry adventurers comes up, and the orc looks at you all and he says, "What do you want us to do?"
Girl's gonna bark and point at the heart. Actually, no. Girl's gonna bark and point at the spiders.
Looks down at the weird-looking wolf with the rotted features and takes a second and nods and says, "Let's go." And they part around the heart and head on over that way. And this orc, there's a spider about the size of the one that the party fought in season 1, which, I mean, it was a big spider. This orc launches himself off the ground and shoulder charges this thing and knocks it over and just starts wailing on it as the rest of them sort of pour on. So they're over here. And this mass of zombies is getting rather close. I'm going to make a Z.
Yeah, I think we need to take down this heart really quickly, guys.
All right. Got that updated. Okay, so yeah, so what we've got so far is you're all sort of in this area somewhere doing stuff. Adventurers are fighting spiders. Zombies are coming towards the heart that y'all are working on stabbing. And there we go. What do you want to do?
Girl's gonna actually try to defend Aloe and Edmund, and also Randall while they attack the heart. She's gonna defend that.
Okay.
So I'll roll a defend. There we go. That's what I wanted.
Very nice.
It's actually working.
That's not it. It's no, defend never works. This is just a glitch. It's fine. Yeah, so you're doing that. The other 3 of you, what are y'all up to?
Gonna try to get the attacker off.
Sorry, I'm 12 years old. Please excuse me.
Yes, I know.
Ew,
There's no-
I just got that. Ew.
She
Ew.
doesn't have that function. Not part of her programming.
You mean she isn't a sex robot? Okay, there we go. Okay, sorry. Ew.
Please continue. Are you trying to damage it as you free yourself from it? Because if so, we could do that as a hack and slash and just have that be part of the effect, depending on how you roll. Or If you wanted to do that and then maybe go hide somewhere, that would probably be like a defy danger strength to force your way out, or dex to wiggle free.
More just throw it off.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, so I mean that would either be defy danger strength or hack and slash, because I mean throwing can hurt.
Whoops.
Ouch.
Nice. Nice. You push and you push, and this thing is just heavier than it seems, and that is evidenced very clearly when it brings these fists down just directly onto your head and face and just starts punching, and you're like your sensor array is getting damaged, and it's harder to make out the world around you at the moment. So I need you to roll me another d6 plus 2.
Another what plus 2?
D6.
I'm gonna have that.
Okay.
I think stylistically that is like he punches her like probably is like punching her, and then all of a sudden this massive rope just grabs him and drags him off midway through the punching.
So is that a 3 or a 4?
4. Minus whatever your armor is. And on top of that, we're going to give you the confused ability for the moment, since you failed to get free and this thing's bad. So that thing's down. Not down. This next next person. I think we've had Girl and Aloe go. Edmund, the tidal wave of bugs has dissipated somewhat. They're not heavy to the point where you can't move. And Randall, there's a whole lot of crap going on that is ready for you to insert yourself into the mayhem in some way or another.
Alright. Okay. Whew.
Stab the heart.
Huh? Oh boy.
Stab the heart.
Yeah.
Ow. You alright, man?
He, sorry, I have a bit of a headache at the moment.
That's fine. I mean, if you need to, lay down or something, I don't want you to feel shitty on our account. Like, life takes priority, especially if you're not feeling good. Trust me, I've had to cancel sessions because I feel like shit, so.
It is the healthy thing to do.
Yeah,
Self-care is important.
yeah, but self-care is less than
When you can't finish a sentence, probably a sign that self-care is dropped on this one.
trying to think about.
Well, make sure your character lives alive. She's. You need to take a break.
What are my options? options here.
Pick a thing to stab. There's a heart in the middle of the room that people seem keen on stabbing. There's a large thing that has pinned aloe down. There's a horde of zombies coming. There's a tidal wave of bugs.
There's a tidal wave of bugs.
Mm-hmm. It just sort of swept over Edmund and bit him a bunch, and now he's trying to. It seems like they're looking for another target.
Is there a way to stab it?
Yes, some strange way. Sword attacks do translate to bug horde damage. So if you want to take some swings, take some swings.
Trying to think. How close am I to the thing?
The bugs, you're probably within like, let's say, like 10 or 15 feet.
10 or 15 feet from the thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I just take a swing?
Go for it. Roll it.
Okay. Let me. Um, hold on. Let me.
Mm-hmm.
That's intelligence, right?
For your arcane blade
blade.
work stuff, I believe so.
It's intelligence, yeah.
I'm gonna do it, and what could you?
Nice.
That's how you do it.
Whoosh! Boom! Yeah. So, yeah, my apologies. 14. Again, sorry, I'm just not feeling that well.
After you roll damage, go lay down and go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's a DM order. Okay, so let's see. Let me pull you up, Monkus Randall. All right, you have. Where the hell is your damage roll? Oh, damage. Okay, so roll a d8.
You can click where it says damage. There you go.
Very nice.
Nice.
And pick 2 arcane arts.
Elaborate. My techniques, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and one of them is elaborate, and that is that one is Dex. I know that, so I do that. Boom.
Okay.
Not that bad.
So that's just fancy schmancy, and I
Yeah, it just
fail.
looks showy.
Whee! And so I fail on that. And sorry. And
And you have,
what is he doing right now? Like, what is this guy?
are you attacking the big thing of bugs or the thing that was pinning aloe down?
The thing that's pinning Aloe down.
It's sort of just got these huge meaty fists, and it's bringing them down on like Aloe's neck and head and face and stuff, just over and over and over.
That they were ripped off by a girl.
She deflected some of the damage,
Yeah.
but I mean, you failed to get free from your roll, so I mean, just narratively, I guess. Ow, fuck. Excuse me.
All right, yeah. So I'm attacking that with my fire,
Okay.
and I am swinging at those, and I'm whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I'm just trying to trying to do it
Yeah.
with let me see where I wrote that.
Does
down.
the fire move do extra damage, or is it just like
D4,
okay?
I believe. Alright. It's written down.
Yes, it's a D4. I just looked it up.
Yeah, it's again really sorry here.
It's okay. I mean, I can get one of them to roll a d4 for you, so you can go lay down. It's totally fine, man.
The no, I'm just trying to find where it burning. There we go. Your attack deals an extra 1d4 and lights anything flammable. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
Alrighty, roll the d4 for me, and then go lay down.
Well, I can get my iPad and lay down, so I can still like.
No, damn it, go to sleep.
I
You
still,
don't
I still want to do this.
If he's gonna be this dense, maybe we should just suspend the game.
I'm gonna like I'm about 10 seconds from taking us offline, so we can catch up on this sometime later. Like, this is me making judgment call. Like, you are not in good shape. Go lay down.
Health of players is more important than game.
Sorry, guys.
Hey, no, don't be sorry. The human body is weird and mysterious, and go let it get sleep.
It fails us a number of times.
really sorry.
Dude, don't be sorry.
None of us are angry, except if you stay. Then we'll be angry.
Well, no, just like I completely understand that sometimes our bodies just don't want to cooperate, and that is the first priority. Like, I don't give a crap who's watching or what we have to do with the session. We'll figure that out later. The most important thing is you get sleep and that you feel better, hopefully when you awaken, and if not then sometime soon. Like, this is not the time to push yourself. Like, there is nothing to gain from staying up extra late. So
All right.
Focus on feeling human
yes,
again.
we care about you more than we care about Randall. So go sleep, comma, damn it.
Sorry.
Don't. If you apologize again, I'm gonna kick you out the damn chat. Go to bed.
All right. Good night, guys.
Night.
Daddy.
Night.
Okay. Do we want to continue the fight or call it and do another after session thing, or what do y'all want to do?
I'm up to finishing it now, but I'm not sure about the rest.
I wouldn't be against picking it up once Monkus is feeling better.
I personally prefer now, just because Sorry, my mic was acting up. I personally prefer doing it now because it's kind of hectic for me. But if it's a choice of like not letting monkeys play and stuff, I'd be fine with going like cutting it off now, and we'll come to it at a later date and just do some rolls and figure out what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably best.
Yeah, let's do this. Look, I'll open up a little side chat thing. We'll discuss what people are doing. We'll roll some dice. Um, I'll just record a summary of what happened. And if there ends up being a weird death scene, we'll handle that. But I think more in this case, since y'all have a bunch of like backup from the orcs and stuff, it's not so much a matter of like if you make it out, it's a matter of like how long it takes to kill these things and what happens in the intervening time and that sort of stuff. So
And do we save Ash?
yeah, so we'll cover all that. Um, I we we'll figure it out. I'll make a little group chat and I'll invite the four of y'all and we'll knock it all together. Okay, sound good?
Just be aware that most of my decision making or talk about it will probably come after I get off work.
That's totally fine. Like we just told him, life comes first.
Oh no, I know.
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
saying that if you don't hear anything from me for most of the day,
Mhm.
it's because I'm at work.
Okay, that's totally fine. I'll send out the stuff soon after I get started working on uploading this. So yeah, I guess let's call it here on this cliffhanger. Thank everybody for tuning in to. Let me try that again at a normal human speed. Thank you everybody for tuning into this latest episode of that D&D podcast, Argent Springs Adventures. We hope you continue to like, share, and subscribe. Check out the VODs on Twitch or YouTube / that D&D podcast. You can check out the audio we put out of this campaign and a bunch of others at thatdndpodcast.com. We have a Patreon going on right now where, if you like the stuff we put out and you want to give us money dollars, you are more than welcome to do so, and we will accept them happily. You can go to patreon.com / thatdnd podcast for that part. Tune in Thursday for we have a stream for our 5th edition campaign, Knights of the Ashen Empire. And next Wednesday, we have a special interview with Jacob Burgess, friend of the podcast, voice actor, does a bunch of cool nerd stuff. So tune in for that. And I think that week our normal schedule will continue for Tuesday, Thursday stuff. So thank you all again. You've all been lovely. And remember, in games, life should come first.